I'm Luann, but everyone calls me Trip. I got the nickname because I'm the third bored kid in my family. Trip as in triplet. I can't think of any other reason. Whoopsie! Oh, jungle bungle! I love exploring God's beautiful creation, but sometimes it can be a little tricky. Like now. Oh, don't worry. It happens all the time. The jungle is full of obstacles to overcome. Why doesn't this maze have an exit sign? Glad you're here, because my Walking with Jesus handbook says it's better if you don't have to overcome obstacles alone. This book is great. There may not be anything about quicksand, but there is stuff about Jesus' ministry. He told people all about God's kingdom, how God was in charge and all the broken parts of the world were being fixed. Everything that Jesus did was showing that God's kingdom was coming soon. There's no room for evil in God's kingdom, so Jesus drove out evil. There's no sickness in God's kingdom, so Jesus healed people. Thanks to God's grace, people can be a part of God's family, so Jesus forgave sins. You get the picture? Oh, one sec. Yep, I think I have time for a quick story. One day, Jesus was teaching at a house in Capernaum. He was getting pretty well known, so the house was packed. Like, there wasn't even a place to stand outside and listen. That wasn't going to stop these four guys who had to get their friend in to see Jesus. They had to carry him because he couldn't walk. The house was made in a way that made it easy to get on the roof, which was made out of branches, leaves, and mud. It was strong enough to walk on, but soft enough to dig through. Way sturdier than quicksand. Trust me, I'm kind of an expert. This is my third time. I can't dig my way out of quicksand, but these four friends were able to dig through the roof. They made a hole big enough for their friend to be lowered into the house on a mat. Jesus saw the man, but he also saw four friends who had faith that Jesus could heal their friend. Jesus told the man, "Son, your sins are forgiven." What a huge gift! Jesus was letting the man know that God was forgiving him for every wrong thing he's ever done. Jesus was removing the man's sin and letting it go. Ooh, one sec. Yep, I better speed it up. So, the guy on the mat and his friends were super pumped about his forgiveness. But there were some people that weren't so pumped. They were teachers of religious law. They knew that only God could forgive sins, but they didn't believe Jesus is the Son of God. So they thought Jesus was saying something evil. Jesus knew exactly what they were thinking, and so he asked them if it was easier to say, "Your sins are forgiven," or "Get up, take your mat, and walk." Then he made sure they knew he has authority to forgive sins. He turned to the man and said, "Get up, take your mat, and go home." And that's exactly what the man did. It was a miracle. Everyone in the house started praising God. Wouldn't you? What an amazing example of God's kingdom being close. Jesus had done it because Jesus has power to forgive and heal. The four friends didn't have to hoist their friend back up to the roof, but hoisting myself is my best chance of escaping this quicksand. After last time, I started carrying a grappling hook. All I have to do is toss it over the branch and climb out. See you next time.